Hi, I'm Courtney H. Jackson. I'm the founder and CEO of Paragon Cyber Solutions.
And I'm Shae Gee, the Chief People Officer for Paragon Cyber Solutions.
And today we'll have a conversation about women in leadership.
So let's get started.
Let's do it.
So what inspired you to be involved with the Hiring Our Heroes program?
As a Navy veteran myself, I felt like it was really important to give back to the military community. I think that when you transition, there's so many resources that you don't know about, and it's already really scary, right? Going from the military to the civilian world. So now that I'm on the other side as an employer, I thought it was really important to provide the opportunity to transitioning military members. So Shae, why did you choose Paragon Cyber Solutions as the company you wanted to transition from the military to the civilian world with?
Oh my goodness. So I would say, I was considering my options. I knew I wanted a company that had a strong and inclusive culture. And so in researching and doing my due diligence, you just seem to have the perception and taking into consideration how amazing the culture is and the diversity of your company. And so really that made my decision easy. Seriously, I mean, it's hard transitioning from military to civilian. It's challenging and it's somewhat intimidating, especially if this is something I've done all my life since high school.
Right.
So I felt like there was a click, a link, and so that was my push the button.
Thank
moment.
you.
So what's your leadership style? How do you see that impacting the community and your company?
So my leadership style is more transformational. So to break that down a little bit, it's more agile with the growth mindset, but more so, I want people to know they can do more than they think, right? So I push people a little bit, but I challenge them in a good way because everyone that's here, they're doing more than they thought. That's the feedback that I get. So that's what I look to do within the company. Within the community, I would say like our apprenticeship program, there's so many people that want to learn cyber, but they don't have opportunities allotted to them. So we bring people in and train them up on that.
Nice.
Shae, as the highest enlisted military member on McDill previously, you gained a lot of leadership experience, I take it. How has that impacted things for you?
So yeah, being the senior enlisted leader on McDill, supporting the installation comes with a lot of responsibility, juggling hats, relationships, trying to keep everybody aligned. But I think my biggest leadership take is having the accountability, having the honesty, and then bringing the team along. And being a visible leader means that they start to understand what they bring to the picture from the youngest airman to the oldest. So in Tampa Bay, Courtney, you're going from military life into becoming the Cybersecurity Woman Entrepreneur of the Year, the 2023 Tampa Bay Journal Businesswoman of the Year, and the 2023 Tampa Bay Chamber Small Business of the Year nominee. How did you make that transition?
Wow, it's a lot, right? But you know what? The military set me up really well. I went to the military right out of high school. I didn't know what I was doing, right? But I learned IT. I did one term in the military. I got out and I worked my way up. I started at a help desk and I did system administration, network engineering. So I got into security, stayed the path there, became an executive before I decided, to take realm of my own dream and become, an entrepreneur. And to be recognized in that way is incredible to me.
It's inspiring.
I'm really, really honored.
So how did ethical business practices make your dream, your business, a reality?
So being ethical was embedded in me in the military. And that's something that I've carried with me to everything that we do. It's instilled in our mission, our vision, our employees, our team members, everything that we do. What about you though? How does ethics play a role in what you do?
I think it's paramount in everything, honesty, trustworthiness. I think the fortitude to be transparent and be honest with those around you sometimes is difficult for people, and what they do in their actions and what they say. And so making those tough decisions around those is important. So trust in my life is important, whether it's in life, work, but it also helps with the community and building those long-term relationships.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
So as I'm learning technology and what that means in the cybersecurity world, what does technology do for your company? And then how does that separate you and in the cybersecurity world against other companies?
Okay, so technology plays a major part in what we do. So in our everyday work, we're using technology sources, right? But then on the flip side of that, as a cybersecurity provider, we're helping our customers and companies be more secure with their technology. So it's twofold for us. In terms of what makes us different, it's just the level of experience, the attention to detail, the stellar customer service that we provide. Our company, Paragon, literally stands for a model of excellence, and that's what we deliver every single time with every customer interaction. So, Shae, what goals do you plan on accomplishing while working with Paragon?
Oh my gosh, so many. First, figure out who Shae is as a civilian. I've been in the Air Force 30 years. It's all I've known since high school. So I really want to see myself as a person and not just as a military member. And second, I'm looking at you because you're a role model. You're someone that I aspire to be or to be at that level. And so you're helping my transition be so much smoother. So I'm curious, what does Paragon look like for the rest of 2023 and into 2024?
The core thing is continued sustainable growth, right? I emphasize sustainable because I've known other CEOs and I've seen companies grow too fast, too quickly, and it wasn't sustainable. So I want to build something long term for us and our team, so that really that's at the core of the business growth for me and the goals. What advice would you give 18-year-old Shae?
I joined the Air Force, from humble beginnings, right out of high school, and not realizing I would do 30. I was going to do 4 years to get out. But it just extended on. And so learning as I transitioned to know that there's options, avenues, and opportunities after you get out, no matter when you do. And companies such as Paragon, you taking the initiative to help those of us transitioning, really makes it important to know that we can continue on with what we do. But how about you?
Oh, 18-year-old Courtney. Ooh, wow. You know what? Aside from all the business stuff, just personally, right? So I was stationed in Italy, in the Navy.
So jealous.
It was the best duty station ever. I never learned Italian though. I would actually go. I would literally go back and do that. I'm serious. I know that's not businessy, but that's something I'm like, why didn't I do that? I was so young. The military afforded me an opportunity to live abroad in another country. And I feel like I was too young to really realize what that meant and to really get engulfed in the culture. But other than that, I would just say to my 18-year-old self to really believe in myself, for what I can achieve. I never would have imagined back then that I'd be where I am today. So that's definitely the advice I give to my younger self.
So, as a woman in leadership in a male dominated industry, what role does that play? How have you felt as you've tried to make your way and have been successful?
That's big. So even in the military, and then in IT, cyber, it's been tough. I'll be honest. It's been really tough. I've learned to be resilient. throughout my career, I've learned that I have a voice and I've learned to use it. You know, years ago, early on in my career, I would just kind of be in the background. I wouldn't speak up a lot. And I've learned as I progress in my career how important it was to have a voice, to speak up, you know, and to actually get a seat at the table that I felt like I had to fight for, even though I had the skills, I had the background for, I had the knowledge. But I feel like being a woman is just really difficult.
Yeah, you took exactly what I was going to say. Seat at the table.
Yeah.
I know coming up, as soon as I started making rank, there was lower and lower amounts of women at my level to work with. And so I really had to be focused on making sure that I'm that role model so that other women know and those that come behind me will get a seat at the table. One piece of advice I would like to share as my final thoughts is women that are out there, whether you are just starting as an 18-year-old or growing up, find a mentor, find a coach. Doesn't have to be in an area you're looking to work in. Find someone you aspire to be, and then you can achieve greatness. Get them to help you through the transition. It doesn't matter what your past is, what challenges you've had, it's what you make of those, and they make you stronger. So seek someone out that will continue to make you stronger.
So here's some advice I like to give to the women out there watching. It doesn't matter where you are currently, just know that you can literally do anything that you aspire to do and put in the work to do. I like to think about being limitless, right?
I like it.
Because I've certainly limited myself in the past and it worked against me. And once I actually tuned into that and realized that, and sometimes I was my own worst enemy, when I put that to the side and I learned from it, I feel like things really took off from there. So just know that literally you can do anything you put your mind to. And I just want to say I appreciate you for tuning in and watching this, and stay tuned for more.
So choose Paragon, hashtag
Military Bay USA.
and hashtag Tampa Bay Chamber.
Be sure to visit our website, Paragon Cyber Solutions, and follow us on social media at Choose Paragon.